Let's do some makeup, guys, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit about myself, and we're just gonna start this journey together. So basically, my name is Jasmine. I'm based in LA, and I am a licensed cosmetologist. I've been licensed for 11 years. Oh my God, I can't believe it. And starting out my career, I never would have thought that makeup was never on my fucking radar. Like, makeup was something that I didn't want to do because I just never had seen it in my personal life or in my own life. So when I was in cosmetology school, there were girls who wore makeup, and I just did not understand it. Like, girl, because you're not around it, so you don't really understand, like, the beauty of it. So fast forward, I'm in my career and I started working for this company called Glam Squad, and I was around a lot of makeup artists because a lot of times the clients will book makeup artists and they will book hairstylists. And so I'm just around it all the time, and the way makeup brings your look together is something that needs to be studied. Like, you can, I don't care what you say. Oh, natural beauty is better. That's fine. But when I'm outside and I'm trying to look good to the nines, that makeup needs to be done. My face card is very valid, okay? So, but I just feel like when I'm dressing up and, like, looking good, the makeup needs to be done. That's just my personal opinion. We ain't got to go back and forth about it. That's just a hill that I will personally die on, because I just feel like it makes everything look more polished. And then when I was working at Drybar, one of the managers, she would always talk about, you need to do your makeup, you need to do your makeup, you need to do your makeup. So I fell in love with it while I was working with Glam Squad. And then I have that history of, like, people in the industry just constantly being like, you need to look more put together, blah, 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 blah. So again, fast forward, I'm working. I ended up getting a job at the salon called Blow, and there was an opportunity to do makeup. Mind you, I had barely, like, loosely started doing my own makeup. So, like, but I don't even know why I told these people I wanted to do other people's makeup, because my lashes was looking crazy. Everything was looking a goddamn mess. Nothing was blended. Nothing looked good, but it was... I'm gonna insert some pictures. Like, nothing was looking good. So, I don't know why I told these people that I wanted to fucking do makeup. So one day this lady comes in and she's like, hey, it's my bridal shower, I need to get my makeup done. So they pull me to the back and like, well, you say you want to do makeup, so there's no one else here, so you want to do it? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm a risk taker, but sometimes that risk, I feel bad to this day. Girl, if you see this video, I owe you a free makeup service, boo, because that was not nice. So I end up, sitting down talking to her. I know how to talk to people, so I could talk a motherfucking ant out of his motherfucking coat, okay? I don't even know if ants wear coats, but yeah. So I told her, like, I'm just talking to her like, oh my God, like, you're getting married, da 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 da. One thing about me, my base has always been perfect. I don't know how or where I learned that technique, and that's a good technique to have, I feel like. Building on everything on top of that, like, I still kind of struggle with eyeshadow. I'm not afraid to admit that. But, I still struggle with eyeshadow and just making everything look coherent and neat and stuff like that. But so my base always been good. Color matching always been kind of elite. I do have a background in hair, so color and color theory is something that really catches my eye. So I really kind of didn't have a problem there. But it was everything else around it, like the brows and just the eyeshadow and everything. And the more I was doing her makeup, I could feel myself looking at it and being like, this isn't right. Like, this is too much. And this was around the time when people were still wearing highlight. I made her, literally, she looked like a fucking dime. Like, not like a bad bitch, but I mean like an actual dime. Like, she was just very silver. It was too much silver highlight everywhere. Too much, like, peachy, like, it was just... Baby, it was a mess. And then what made it even worse was her friends came in and they were sitting there, and I know they like, what the fuck, the pictures are gonna look horrific. I didn't know how to put on lashes, and I definitely didn't know how to do no motherfucking eyeliner. And that was like so fucking... I was like, damn, I don't think I want to do makeup. So I kind of just 86 that idea, continued pursuing hair. And then probably later that year, I had a friend ask me to do her makeup. I didn't like how that came out. And then I just constantly just started doing my own makeup. And then I was working with this girl I knew who does bridal makeup. She will always refer her clients to me to do hair. So during that time, I really was like seeing like makeup and just seeing how it was coming together. Like, oh my God, I love it. Like, it just looks so good. So I was like, yeah, I kind of want to pursue makeup. So I watched this girl YouTube video. I don't even think she make YouTube videos no more, but like I was watching her YouTube video. I went to Sephora like the next week, spent like $300, bought all the stuff she recommended. And because mind you, I don't know nothing about makeup. I don't know product knowledge. I didn't even get stuff for skincare, so which is a huge component to your makeup looking flawless, right? So go to Sephora, get all this stuff, and I'm practicing. So I'm getting lashes. Mind you, I don't even. The first time I really put on a lash, I motherfucking had it sitting right under my eyebrow. Girl, I don't know how. Okay? So I'm doing my makeup, and I'm just like, man, like, I gotta get good. I would literally cry because I'm such a perfectionist, and when I want to do something, it needs to be done. So I'm just like, man, you know what? Fuck, like, I'm gonna just keep doing it. I'm gonna get better, right? So mind you, at this time I'm still working for Glam Squad, so they had like an iHeartRadio thing, like event or whatever. So they do like work with a lot of people during like the award times, which is like good if you really want to pursue anything in hair and makeup that way. So I could talk more about that in another video. But so I go to the event, I have my makeup done, I'm thinking I look good, whatever, because I really don't, it looks better than what I've been doing 2 years ago, whatever. So I'm just like, go in, I pull up, I got my little caddy with me, looking, professional. And so the lady goes, oh, I'm like, hi, I'm Jasmine, I'm with Glam Squad or whatever. And she goes, like, kind of grabs her like collar and looks at me like shivering, like, you're here for makeup? I'm like, oh no, I'm here for hair. The sigh and the relief in that lady body, you would think I was a motherfucking mummy or something. Like, she was so relieved that I was not there to do fucking makeup. So at first I'm like, oh my God, because I could be a little whimsical. Like, I could be a little like, okay, hi, everything's shits and rainbows, whatever. But then reality set in. So at first I'm thinking like, oh, my makeup looks so good. She thought I was here to do makeup. No, girl. That shit looked horrible. The lash is flying away, boo. The lash was flying away. The brows, because I have very sparse brows. It was a mess. So, I don't know. The pandemic happened. It's like maybe a couple months after that. And then I was like, yeah, I want to start a YouTube and do makeup. And then I want to start a YouTube, so I want to do my makeup. I want to look nice on camera. I know my makeup look... When I see some of those pictures, I'm like, yeah, what the fuck was I doing? Like, I look crazy. Like, extremely crazy. But practice makes progress. That's what I always like to say. So fast forward, we're coming out of a pandemic. I'm like, okay, I want to get a job. I didn't have a job for like 4 years, and it was not as rough as it could have been. But got a job at Sephora, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to make... But during this period of time, so from like 2020 to 2023, I really like worked on my craft of makeup. Let me backtrack. Actually, I went to go work at a salon in Huntington Beach. I had a friend at the time who was like a manager there. She was like, we need help. So I went to Huntington Beach. This was my first job coming off the pandemic. So I'm like excited to be away from the kids. I'm excited to be doing something that I genuinely love. And so I'm just like, wow, like, okay, cool. I'm doing my hair. I'm getting better at my makeup, right? Because I've been practicing. I've been doing YouTube. So it's like, okay, yeah, the makeup getting better, boo. So I'll get in there, and I'm always getting complimented on my makeup. My makeup was not the best at that time, but it was good for where I had came from. But me looking back, I'm like, oh girl. But so only thing that I like is how I used to do my brows then, but I cannot figure out how to do that now because my brows have grown so much more from that time. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but that makes sense to me. So I'm in the salon, and I'm like, yeah, doing hair or whatever, and I constantly getting complimented on my makeup. Now, here's the thing. I'm in Huntington Beach. Like, if you know anything about Huntington Beach, it ain't that many black people. So I'm about to start doing makeup on nothing but white girls. So I'm like, okay, I'm not prepared for this, right? A lot of white people have very different undertones, just like with black women, but it's a little easier for me with black women. I just feel like with the white women, sometimes the undertones don't be what you think it is. It's crazy how that works. So, hold on, y'all. So I'm getting complimented on my makeup like over and over and over again. So the girl who hired me, she's like, you should just start doing makeup here. Like, I think you're really good. Your makeup looks really good. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I started doing makeup there. Again, I really don't know product knowledge. I just know the products that I use, the brands that I use. And I'm still not even really knowing. Even though I know about color theory, I'm not really understanding undertones and things like that. So I'm doing everybody makeup. The girls, it's 2 other girls that I do makeup. They do really good makeup. And their strong points was eyes. My strong point is base. I do a really good base. So I'm like, I can beat you. So when I'm starting out beating the face down in the beginning, it's like, oh damn, she's so good. But when I get to them eyes, baby, oh my God, I was struggling with that so bad. So what happened, it clicked for me, is when this black girl came in and I beat her face down. I mean, eyes, everything. She just made me feel extremely comfortable. We just chopping it up. We just talking, blah, 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 blah. And so after that, I quit that place. That's a whole nother story time for another day. And I didn't have a job for probably about like 4 months. And then I just applied one night to Sephora, got hired on the spot. And at this time, my makeup is bomb as fuck. Like, bomb. To me at the time. And then I got hired as a LBA, which is a licensed beauty advisor, and you do makeup and you do like all the skincare stuff there. And that experience really shifted how I see the makeup industry, how I see beauty, how I see so many things in good and bad ways. But I also perfected my craft there. And that's an experience that I am so, so, so very, very thankful for, because I grew a lot there. I learned a lot about myself there. That was the point where I was like, you know what? I can go do this shit on my own. I'm licensed. I know how to build a business. I know how. My problem is when shit don't be looking right for me, I just be like, okay, so working at Sephora really taught me so much about myself. Just keep pushing forward. Trends are forever changing. You may like a trend and you don't have to change your makeup. You don't have to go along with the trend. Like, honestly, if you like your makeup to look a certain way, wear that shit. Just perfect it, like, to the point where, like, it's flawless. You don't have to do everything that everybody else is doing. And that's the main thing that I absolutely love about makeup. It's a way for you to express yourself, a way for you to really express who you are.